Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson, and you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And we got a very special guest on the block with us right now, Ajane. How's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Chillin', man. Honored to have you here with us for this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. What's the latest?
Yeah, just living life, and once again, I dropped another album.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, so look, real quick for our audience, listening, you just hit us with a quick background before we jump into the meat of things.
What, a background about me?
Yeah, just general background coming up, life growing up in Washington.
Well, I grew up in West Seattle. I'm born and raised. I've always been a music artist. I've always wanted to do music. My mom always put me on with something.
Yeah.
It started with basketball first.
Okay, let's go.
But I ain't got the moves no more. I can shoot a three here and there.
Right. Play some horse or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, my dad, he's an artist. A lot of people know him. He's Redhead Steve.
Okay.
So he put me onto it like tough. And then after that, I just went from there.
No doubt.
First time I stepped in the studio, it was on.
Right on. And who were some artists you were listening to coming up during that time?
As a child, it was like D'Angelo, Erykah Badu.
Okay, thank you.
Brother Lynch. Almost everything, to be honest. That's why with this album, they're gonna see the whole just everything that I've listened to put into my version.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some history on the on your previous work, you know what I mean, so I can kind of see the latest one in contrast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I've listened to it, I love it, you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Virtuoso.
All right, so a lot of people don't know what virtuoso means, but virtuoso means you're just musically talented on all levels. Okay. You could do anything. I can make an opera song if I wanted to, you know. So the album, it has so many different genres of music that I made. There's rap, there's a lot of singing, but there's soul, and then there's house music as well. Right. And a lot of people out here don't listen to house music like that, but that's that originated in Chicago. Yeah. So it's just there's at least one song on my album that everybody can relate to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a few favorites, you know what I mean? And to be honest, you sent it to me, and I'm like, yo, I was telling my boy no, let's listen to it. So when we do the interview, we'll be spiced up on it and everything. And West Seattle Mac came on, and I'm like, hold on, that's on this album? I thought that was already a single that was already released or something.
It was already released. I put out a lot of previews.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just put it all together in one.
Yeah, and that's another thing that really helped me appreciate the album was that I was actually hearing songs that I already seen the video to, right? Yeah, you had already did a video to it. You did the 80 Proof, then you did the La Da Da, right?
Yeah.
And then to hear those on the album, I'm like, see, that's how you campaign a project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I seen the story, Facebook story promotion. I thought that was kind of impressive. I mean, I didn't know how to do it.
It takes a lot of time. It took 20 minutes to do all that. But I wanted to do that so everybody can get on there and just hear a preview of each song and then send your vote, whether you like it or not. I don't care if it's a yes or a no. I want to see how you feel about it.
Okay.
So.
And what message are you trying to send with this album?
That I'm not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going, and it's gonna get better and better.
Okay.
Each album, if you listen to my first album, mind you, I was a kid. I was 17, 18. But when that album dropped, you could tell the difference. I've been practicing, I've been writing more. I sound like a kid,
Right.
I sound like I wasn't too serious, but I really was.
You talking about these previous ones?
Yeah, on the first, on Ajane.
Yeah.
And then Room 206, a lot of people have told me that's a complete classic. That's when that came out, I didn't hear nothing bad about that.
So when did Ajane come out?
2013.
Oh, okay, not too long ago. And then 206, Room 206?
Came out last year, December.
Okay, so man, you active. You already got another project ready. You got any videos from there? Okay, I've seen some stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk Zooited Gang. How did you get involved with Zooited Gang? And I mean, you guys work together pretty cohesively. I mean, I was just really impressed to see that you guys all had collaborations with each other. You know what I mean?
And we're all different.
Yeah, exactly.
We all rap, but we all are different.
Right.
Well, the way I got into Zooited Gang was was Tay Zooited. I found out he was my blood cousin.
Oh shit!
And I remember we did a show at Studio 7, and he did his set, and I did mine, and then we talked. And then after that, we just kept seeing each other. And then he would ask me, "Hey, do you want to do a couple shows?" And I was like, "Sure." Yeah. And then my other cousin, she was like, "Hey, you know that's your cousin, right?" And I was like, "What?" And then I told him, and we had to drink to it. And we
so he didn't know?
No.
So how long did you guys know each other before you knew?
Not like that. Like, I knew of him, but I didn't.
Oh, okay, right.
I didn't know who he was.
Like,
no,
right,
we never
right.
kicked it. No, nothing.
Right.
So, and then I used to just come to their studio all the time, and after that, it was like, okay. I was like, I want to be in the group. Like, you guys need a girl that can sing.
Right. And it's a good look too.
Yeah.
You know, it does give like a sense of balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you do have a unique sound. I mean, you know, it's like I said, you know, I can listen to the album all the way through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could definitely see it in the mix with some of the heavyweight singers. Like Alicia Keys was definitely an artist that I heard in the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I grew up on her too.
Yeah.
I used to actually get paid when I was a kid to sing "Fallin'" by Alicia
Oh, really?
Keys. Yeah. Everybody, I'll give you $2. You sing this. I'm
really?
like 5 years old.
Are you
look.
How much they would give you?
$2. I was a little kid. You know?
Okay, well we can't get that out of you now.
No.
You're not gonna do "Falling" right now.
No, I can't do it right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting over a cold, man.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not 100% there, but I'm better.
Yeah. So when you on your songs on Virtuoso, you actually you know, you're rapping and you're singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you only keep it in a certain realm. Like you don't give us that Alicia Keys "Falling." You feel me?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean,
okay.
Some songs somebody would think it would, but I don't know. Like, my voice is just a little different.
Yeah.
I can hit high notes and I can hit low notes like T-Boz a little bit, but
right.
Like, I don't know. I want to come off different.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, yeah.
I like to get in people's feelings when I'm singing and rapping.
Right, and that's like I feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about music with me is like, you know, people put on music and I'm like, look, man, if it doesn't move me or if I don't tell you to turn that up, then you can go ahead and just skip it. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm real critical when it comes to music. I mean, you know, don't nobody listen to shit that they think is whack or they don't want to listen. You know what I mean? But I can actually see myself putting this on my little Spotify playlist or whatever. I don't do Spotify, but you know what I mean?
YouTube.
Yeah,
you know?
that part. So Zooited Gang. So this would be your first project under Zooited Gang?
No, this is actually under just me.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay, this is solo.
There's a few things that were Zooited Gang Entertainment Presents, you know, like La Dada, you know. That came out under Zooited Gang, but...
Right, so you got Zooited Gang actually dropped the collective
album.
The
collective, that's Zooited Gang.
Right.
But
so is that song on that album?
What, La Dada?
No, not La Dada. Okay, no, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Like, we well, it's hard to explain. It's kind of all over the place, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, not everything's 100%, but like all of our solo projects are solo projects.
Okay.
So it's not under necessarily a label.
Right, but Zooited Gang is like a network, and y'all work together.
All of us work together. But
y'all move as a camp.
I don't know if we're gonna make another album after the collective.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Man,
everybody's been focused on their own thing.
Right.
And it's not really easy working with like 6 people, 7 people. It's not easy.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that because that's why like I've never really been fond of like joining a band or a group. You know what I mean? Because then you got other personalities and time schedules and
that's what it is. Yeah. So
exactly. So and you know it's not even like their fault. You know, life happens. You know.
Yeah, life happens exactly.
So you know when you do your solo thing, you know you can move at your own pace. You know what I mean? You can move as fast as you want, or you know what I'm saying? You're gonna possibly be held up.
Yeah.
You know, I can only imagine what it was like for managers managing groups like Boys to Men and
stressful.
Man,
I'll say that.
You know,
stressful.
Yeah, it's like, you know, there's never a dull moment in those situations.
Yeah.
So, at what age would you say like you actually made a decision like I'm gonna pursue a career in music or as an artist? Like I'm gonna start taking this serious and run with this.
I would say honestly, in middle school.
Okay, way back.
Yeah.
So what year were you born?
95.
95. Okay.
So when I hit middle school, like we were always singing. All my friends, we would sing. We go to the mall and sing. You know, and, me and my other cousin Ajane, we would like we would go to a hallway where there's hella echo and just like sing and do random stuff. I was like, man, I was like, I want to do this. And then when my dad finally started getting me in the studio, I was like, all right, like I could do this. I could be up all night. I could make beats. I could do all that. Like, and I started doing it. I haven't made a beat in a long time, but all my beats are still on my old computer.
Oh, you produce?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
It's been a long time though.
Yeah.
I've just been focusing on my, like mixing and engineering and all that because I don't want to have to pay somebody to mix me. I want to just do it myself.
Exactly.
And then people can come to me and pay me. You know?
Right. And I'll mix you down.
Yep.
Like, you know, and that was one thing I was explaining to another artist who, you know, he was a close artist with me. He felt like he needed me to be around through every part of the process. And I'm like, listen, man, like, I'm like, yo, man, you should go ahead and just get yourself your own studio. And he's like, yo, bro, go half with me. And I'm just like, look, man, like, you know, you gotta want it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And even when I dropped my first mixtape, you know, I had to go out there and make that happen for me. You know, so, you know, it just goes to show. You know what I mean? But you know, what would you say that you got inspiration from? Like, okay, so you were in middle school when you was like, okay, I'm gonna actually give this a try. But how much later until you actually dropped the debut project?
It took a minute. I just remember I had choir class and stuff, and I used to sing in front of them, and everybody would be dead silent when I was done. They just start screaming. It's like, whoa, like they didn't know you could do that.
They were impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I remember I made one song, and then I ended up turning it into a full album. So I was really recording this whole time. This is like freshman or sophomore year.
Okay.
And then I did a talent show.
What high school did you go to?
Limburg. I went to 3 different schools.
Okay, which one? Where at?
I went to Limburg, I went to Kent Meridian, and then I graduated from Ballard.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
And those other 2 schools are in West Seattle?
No.
Oh.
I didn't get to go to any schools in West Seattle.
Really?
Except Madison Middle School and Cooper when it was still there.
So you grew up along Delridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up at Delridge Community Center a lot.
Okay. Okay, so like Delridge and what?
Well, my apartments aren't there anymore. My address was 6935 Delridge Way.
Oh, you was on Delridge with it, like
I was on Delridge. Like I was literally in between. Like, if you know where that no, you're not from here, so you wouldn't know.
I might know. Oh, it's gone now.
If you went down there, you know that Home Depot that's down there.
Yeah, by the police station.
Yeah, that used to be a Kmart. And then there's AM/PM, and then there's Shell across the street. Yeah. So if you've been there anytime soon, there's that empty space where like apartments used to be right next to Willow Court. Those are my apartments. It was called Lambos.
Oh wow!
And they tore them down.
Damn.
And so my home is gone. But,
wow. When did they do that?
A couple months ago.
Oh, really? Recently?
Like when I was doing West Seattle, West Seattle Mag. You seen that music video?
No, you got a video to it?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a video to it.
Yeah.
No, did I see the video?
I was standing in front of the bus stop that I used to stand, like the 120. I used to take that bus everywhere, either to downtown or, you know, the other way, to Berrien.
So you spent most of your life actually in West Seattle or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
My childhood life. When I hit 13, then we moved. We came to Renton. But all my family and stuff, you know, we were all in West Seattle still, so I'm taking the bus, still hanging out there. Right. And a lot of the people that, you know me, they grew up with me at the community center at the, what's those things called? The programs, you know. All, you know, the moms and dads are at work.
Right.
Drop you
the
off there.
After school programs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Summer programs.
That's how I met everybody. And
okay, so that park right before you, what street is that? I know it. But you know the big park right there on Delridge before you hit the junction down there.
Are you talking about,
what street is that? I want to say Dakota. I could be way off, but
I don't
you know that
remember.
one street, it got the field. It's right there on Delridge.
You're talking about Southwest Community Center?
I think that might be it.
Yeah, we went there too. Yeah. We used to swim there.
Right there on Delridge. Yeah. Okay.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So I wasn't paying attention to streets out there.
Right.
I just knew I know where to go. Like I could walk everywhere around there and know exactly where to go.
And so what was White Center like growing up?
Crackheads.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it was like worse?
Yeah, it was bad. All those there was a lot of stuff going on around there.
So like where Ike's is at in West Seattle, like that area. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's Yeah, that's where the Mexican truck is at by White Center Plaza. Yeah,
right,
that was
right.
the number one.
You
getting a lot of shit there.
Yeah, you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be rolling over there.
Because everybody would go to White Center Plaza and get the T-shirts. Like that's where we get our Dickies and.
Oh, that's where the thugging went down right there. Okay, yeah. I was like, hold on, man, that's some thug shit over here, man. I feel it.
White
like,
is cool though.
Yeah, you like it? The Mexican truck. That's the best Mexican food you'll get. Yeah. Right there, and they have the Mexican corn, and we used to go there every other weekend.
No doubt. So I mean, I assume you are a Sonics fan.
Yep.
Yep. No doubt.
Before they took them away from us.
Right. How did you feel about that?
It didn't make sense.
Right.
I was like, every state's got to have their own team, you know.
Yeah. Was you mad? Like, man, what the fuck? Like.
Not really. I wasn't.
It was what it was, huh?
It is. Yeah, I can't control it.
Yeah.
You know, they're still making Sonic stuff, so I was like, at least you're doing that. So.
Right.
I'll still wear it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I'm from LA, so to hear the story of an artist, particularly from West Seattle, because my last job I was over in West Seattle a lot, so I actually learned the basic little, I know where California 35th at. Yeah. I know how to, I done already walked from like Thistle to Alki.
Yeah.
On California.
See, that was considered like California, the California Street. All that's considered like the white folks area.
Oh, okay.
Like High Point in Delridge, of course, and then I can't remember the other streets, but around that area and a few other areas around there, that's where there used to be nothing but black people down there.
Right.
And then
so majority of like the urban side, right, or like the hood side was like on pretty much everything like west of Delridge was starting to get like white people.
Yeah.
Or maybe 35th, the other side of 35th.
35th, like it's like you're going down to the beach,
Right,
close
exactly.
to the beach in the back. You see all those nice houses? We didn't have that. Yeah. Everybody was in apartments, or if they had a house, they were Asian. Yeah.
And California runs right through that nice little.
Yep.
Yeah, that little old town looking area.
Yeah, I didn't go over there. Unless I was getting my
we weren't over there.
Yeah. I didn't go over there.
No doubt.
No.
Okay, so thus far, what I'm saying, being an artist, you know what I mean? What would you say some of the challenges have been? Some of the biggest challenges?
The biggest challenges, I believe, would be like when it comes to my audience. I'm still, because a lot of people tell me, build your fan base. I'm trying to find who my fans are, because in reality, not everybody in Seattle is gonna like your music. I don't care if they do, honestly, because the city's known for hate. Right, people do not want to see you be better than them, Yeah. So I would at this point I'm just looking for my fan base.
Right, that core audience.
Yeah, because I really don't have crazy amounts of views on my music, but it's getting noticed for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, all you gotta do is stay persistent.
Stay persistent.
I think I hear a lot of people when I hear you, but I also hear like your originality. Like I hear Ajane. You feel me? Even though I can kind of hear like who you might have been influenced by, right?
Yeah.
And then what would you say are some more of the rewarding things?
More of the what?
Rewarding. Like
rewarding?
What's been more like, things that kind of made the journey worth it?
Prayer and just to keep going. There's nothing else that I can do but to keep going.
Yeah.
And since
when people listen to your music,
when people listen to my music, when people like tag me, like, oh my God, this song's like, that's like, yeah, okay, well, I'm doing something.
Yeah. Or you get feedback from new fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just down on Alki last night, and this whole group of white kids came through and they were dancing. They're like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's me.
Yeah.
That's my new album." And
Let's go.
They downloaded it. I was like,
yeah, Cash App a motherfucker though. Yep. You know what I mean?
Something, man. I'm waiting for them royalties to come in.
Man, that part. But yeah, hey, listen, you on the way. To me, you already a star. So I really appreciate you taking this time and letting us share your story like this. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean, we pretty much covered all my main points. I mean, is there anything you wanted to go over and talk about?
Just know that I got another project coming.
Okay.
It's not gonna stop.
After Virtuoso?
Yeah.
Damn, she's working.
I've got so many songs that, like, To be honest, I've jumbled a lot of songs on Virtuoso that we're just sitting.
Okay.
Just sitting.
Right. Like what? Like which ones?
Let me see.
First off, what are your personal favorite ones on the album? Give me like your three personal ones. The ones that go ahead, give me those. Yeah.
Just Chill.
Just Chill.
I like 'em Nasty. And oh my goodness, there's so many of them.
Like, how do you fucking prioritize the best ones, right? Like,
yeah, Just Chill, Like 'em Nasty, and Gangsta.
And Gangsta, I used to be a gangster. Yeah, hey, you know that's one I heard. I was like, my mom gonna like that one. My auntie gonna like that one. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to sharing this album with them. You know what I mean?
It's a true story, man. True
doubt.
Story.
Okay, and then if you had to recommend 3, not necessarily your personal favorite.
Recommend 3. I would recommend Dance. Mm-hmm. I'd recommend Gangster.
Okay.
And I would recommend what's the other one? I'd recommend Just Chill too.
Oh yeah.
Cause that Just Chill.
Those are vibe songs.
Yeah, like everybody loves the vibes.
Yeah.
So you play that at barbecue, people are gonna be like, "Who's this?" You know?
Right.
Flipping burgers on the barbecue, you know.
West Seattle Mag ain't nowhere on there. Listen,
not everybody can sing West Seattle Mac though. A lot of people hate on West Seattle.
Right. But I just like it because
that
we don't
beat
get
is fucking
yeah.
We don't
like
get that sound no more.
It's West Coast. It's super West Coast.
Oh, the old school.
Yeah, just that, and then it got like that whistle to it, like and and we just don't hear everything's like trap these days, and it's like. I'm not a fan of it. I mean,
I'm not a fan. There's good songs. Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of this new stuff is cool, but it's only like it's like the song's cool for a short amount of time, and then it's like whatever. The songs I make, they're gonna last forever.
Right.
Like that's how music was. Like you hear an album, like for example, one of Alicia Keys' album or Usher's album or Brown Sugar, D'Angelo's Brown Sugar. Right. Like those albums are gonna last forever.
Right.
People are gonna be like, man, I remember when this came out. I went to concerts and people were going crazy, and it sucks because you can't I can't really sell CDs like that no more. Like I can, but everything's digital now.
Yeah, the whole format.
And there's so many artists that are trying to be an artist.
Right.
Like it's too much for everybody to look at.
Yeah.
Like if it was,
and I agree. Yeah. I just but I think you just as long as you're consistent, you know what I mean. You're already talking about putting out a new album. I think you'll stand out. You know what I mean? Because I interview a lot of artists. I look up a lot of shit. I critique a lot of shit. I mean, I'm a fan too. And for the most part, man, I see a lot of artists that really aren't really supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like some are just doing it just to do it, just because their friends got a studio and they're like, oh, hey, just come up on the mic. And it's like, no.
And then they're vying for the attention of people, and it just takes it away from the artist that's really trying to push
But I get a little frustrated because sometimes those people that really don't sound good get more clout. And I don't know if it's because they're like, oh, he's dope, or he really sounds like crap, but I want to support him. Right. Like from what I've noticed, all the songs, like I don't expect everybody to like my song once again, but I sound good. I know I sound good. Right. Like I have a different voice from other people. Yeah. So I barely get clout on that. Right. Right. Somebody will see I've dropped a new song and it's like 2 or 3 people will share it. Then somebody that drops something that's sounds like the rest of everything else, they get like 400 shares. I'm like, damn.
How? But how? Right?
Exactly.
Like how, Sway? Like, you feel me? Like
that's just how the game is going.
Sometimes I wonder too. I'm like, I want to know if these guys are paying for promotion too, because it's something. There's no way how do you have 20K views and then you haven't talked to somebody famous or like had a hook up with something? Right. That's 20K views.
Well, yeah, people are paying.
You can't tell me just because it was some stupid shit you dropped. Like, I just can't believe that you drop some stupid shit and then it's just gonna automatically have a draw. I mean, that's wild. Right. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about one time I was so stressed out I was like, I might stoop down to their level and make something stupid, and then let's see how much clout I get then.
Yeah,
but I don't want to do what everybody.
Right, because that's not who you are. And that's one thing I tell artists all the time is that, you know, the world will settle for your story. You know what I mean? People gonna say, oh, you know, I made one for the people that like to drink, or I made one for the people that like to sell dope, or you know what I mean? But me, you know, you're not gonna hear past my first mixtape. You're not gonna hear me make a song about smoking weed. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you know, my songs got more conscious over time, but, you know, yeah.
Yeah, as an artist, you know, there's a pocket for everything. You know, there's like there's a time for everything. You know, there's a time for every song. There's a time. I'm about to have my first kid, so there's a time for that song. You know? There's a time for everything. So you can make a stupid song, just don't be all about making stupid songs, because sometimes we just want to dance to a stupid song. There's time for that too.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
I have a little bit of a fun fact. Okay, so you know, for Virtuoso, right? That song With Me, that little auto-tune song, all of that was freestyle.
Oh, really?
Like,
we just heard that.
I just threw it all in there, and it sounds like some new stuff now.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I was drinking in the studio, had the studio all to myself, and just I started singing.
But as a critic, we listen for that, and we say, okay, this sounds like the new stuff, but it sounds good. You know, it
sounded good.
It's like, because it's crazy how stuff sounds like the new stuff, and then you're like, okay, this is gonna be whack. But then remember when that song came on, you said this music is easy to listen to. Yeah. We were just listening to that track on the way here.
I just every song on that album is, like I said, somebody can relate to it.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
Yeah, and I felt like it had a pretty high replay value. Like, you'll play these songs, you'll keep some of these songs in rotation, if not the whole album. You know what I mean? Some people keep albums. Like, he's a hell of a collector. He's got magazines from hella years ago. Yeah. He's like the only dude that has like a physical copy of my magazine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have it. You know. So yeah, man, that's what's up. All right, so are we gonna see any more music videos drop for Virtuoso?
Yeah.
Okay, like which one?
Okay, so I Like 'Em Nasty. Okay. I know it would get so much views. Like, I want to do like some 50 Shades of Grey like stuff on there. Okay. Like something like chains or whips, like something crazy. Like, I had an idea. I can't say too much.
Okay, right.
It would spoil it.
Yeah.
I just know I have an idea for it, and I know somebody that can record it, make it look good. Yeah. I would just need a few girls. Okay. But people like to see stuff like that, you know, like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. They have WAP, you know. Yeah. All of us like that video. I'm not gonna lie, it look good. Yeah, you know. So I want Like 'Em Nasty. I want people to be like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, wow. You know, I still haven't like looked at that video. I just assumed that I was probably a piece of shit, because
it's actually interesting. I'm not gonna lie. In the dirty, I don't think the video is the dirty version of the song, like the full explicit version. Like,
right.
Song's
they
very
made a version.
Yeah.
The song's very explicit, huh?
Oh, they did. Yeah, it's explicit.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah. But people like that, you know.
Right.
Nowadays, people like that.
Yeah, there's definitely an audience for it, you know. But right now, you got two videos for this album out, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That is 80 Proof and La Da Da.
No, West Seattle Mac and
okay, right. That one actually dropped first.
That's
J King's in the video?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta look that up.
And it's recorded in West Seattle, like everywhere that I was at.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, big shout out to J King, by the way, the whole Zooited Gang, you know what I mean? We gonna get through the whole roster, you know what I mean?
He's from West Seattle too, so I had to have him.
Oh, King? Yeah. Okay. He's from Delridge area?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay. I had a few questions for you.
Yeah.
The first question was, what's your creative process? Like, do you have to be somewhere alone? Are you creating with people around you in the same room?
Or you like writing new songs?
You know,
it honestly doesn't matter. Sometimes I want to be alone, and other times I could be around my bros, and we'll start freestyling, and then it's like I'm putting that in a song. Okay. And then, you know, it depends on how hype everybody got. Right. And then I just do it that way. Or every now and then, of course, every artist, there's smoking or drinking involved. So it opens up, you know, your mind
So where do you find yourself creating songs? Just on the go, in the car?
Anywhere. A lot of the time, like for Virtuoso, I recorded a lot of that in my car on lunch.
Right.
I'd make a song in an hour, and then I was like, yep.
You already had the ideas. You're just like, you know what? I know what I could do with this, and you had the beats.
Yep. I would just find a beat that was really dope, pay for it, and then just, I'm gonna do that. And I just keep working on it. So I'd write something, but if I didn't like it, I would go back and then I fix it. Simple stuff like that. And the producers on your album, they range from. Is it just your camp, or does it range from like different producers you haven't really worked with yet? And P White is my number one, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of need to find another producer just a little bit, because he seems like he wants to just live his life. He's worked so hard, but then again I could be wrong. So I'd always go to him first. He's just kind of expensive.
Right.
So.
It's always good to have options, especially as an artist.
I've been trying to find other people, and of course there's the Zooited Gang studio, and then I mix all that stuff there myself. That's my practicing mode.
Okay. So with this project, it was pretty easy to find, the type of vibe you wanted to give the project.
Yeah.
Cool. How much for an Ajane verse?
I don't charge, honestly.
Oh, nah?
Unless they're out of state.
You just gotta like it, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's good.
Like
and,
if you're from here and you want to make a song with me, let's do it.
Oh, but I'm not from here though. We can't do a song.
Oh yeah, well, we can do it. Come on, you giving me free interviews and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
The last question was, are there any challenges like being a female artist, like that that stand out for you?
Being a female, and especially me, you guys know I like women.
Yeah.
I get a lot of hate from guys. It's not even girls. Like the guys, just like on that post you saw, where a dude he posted that thing on the screenshot I posted or whatever.
Right.
He like, I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, you know what? Like, guys are gonna hate you because, for one, you get a lot of girls, and you don't like men. So some guys get mad about that you're pretty and he can't have you.
Right.
So I thought about that. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Right. I mean, to be aware of it. You know what I mean?
And I feel like I kind of challenge other guys, other rappers.
Right.
So I feel like that's why I haven't had a lot of features with people, because they feel like I'll overpower them.
They're intimidated.
There's something like that. I don't know why.
I got the way that I see it, but when I listen to your music, I mean, musically it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How I perceive the world is I kind of leave out of it. You know what I mean? And that's what it actually allows me to be able to appreciate. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna act like because I thought about it like, if I'm a kid and I hear a song, it might be a drag queen that sung that song, or it might be a girl that like girls, or a dude that like dudes. He just made a hell of a song,
though. If it was dope, you gonna listen to it.
Right.
I don't judge.
And you're not gonna that's not gonna have anything to do with how you perceive that song, right?
I mean, it's a song that gets you going. It's like that's it.
Yeah, and actually, and then I think it works for you. I think man, she really pull your bitch, nigga. Like, yo, like, nigga, look, and then I got homegirls.
Hey, look, Young M.A.'s doing it.
Yeah, and then look, Young M.A.
But I'm the singer,
Yeah,
Young
M.A.
If me and her made a song, it'll be dope.
Young M.A. is a problem for niggas. But I say,
bars.
look, I got homegirls that pimp harder than niggas I know. You know what I mean? So
I've always gone around that. Like, I put my hats down to just people who just express themselves how they are, and it's like, shit, you gotta accept it.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you view it, you gotta accept it.
My whole thing is, you got a good aura, you got a good spirit, you to me, you got the package. Like, I could definitely see you on BET with a video, and I see, and I was gonna actually talk to you about, trying to maybe get one of the videos on World Star, because that's where it'll probably start to organically
cost money.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all about
bills.
strategy. It's all about strategy. Not everything costs, the flat rate. If you kind of, you just gotta get creative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying.
But there's a million things to do to get your music heard.
Yeah.
So but that's why I wanted to do an interview, because I don't want to do interviews with just anybody, right? Like, you gotta have something to say. You gotta have a story. You gotta be trying to do something.
Yeah.
And my attitude towards like reaching out to you and artists these days, I'm reaching out to artists that are proactive. I mean, I do what I do because I'm gonna do it anyway because I love it, right? And when I see what you do, it's like, yo, this is good. This is good quality content. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to. You say I'm interviewing you, but really I'm just like providing what you've already worked for. You know what I mean? This is just a byproduct of, you know what I mean? Your grind. You know, like if I didn't see you drop an album, we probably wouldn't be here, or if you weren't dropping singles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just thought when I reached out for the interview, it was perfect timing. You just dropped the album.
It really was perfect timing. Like I was
that's
like,
important.
Cool.
That's important for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
For things to happen in perfect timing, you know. So that's just how that's how the energy works, you know.
I feel something.
When you're doing something positive comes about.
Yeah, I feel like something after this album dropping, like something.
You allergic to cigarettes?
No.
You good? I can smoke one?
Yeah, I want to smoke one.
Oh yeah, right. You need one? You good?
I'm almost out, but
yeah, go ahead.
I'll take one. Thank you. But,
look, we just been waterfalling. If you want to.
Yeah, we've been waterfalling. We've been on the waterfall.
I'm still mad. I forgot my stuff.
You like? Don't leave the camera on, burn the battery. But yeah,
don't leave it on.
Right. So, you know, I was gonna ask you if you was willing to do like a freestyle, or if you had a written that you could drop for us, just so niggas can hear the bars real quick, or even if you had a little, you know, little falsetto or something like that. Well, falsetto, that's for dudes, right?
No, that's just
falsetto.
That's
singing.
Falsetto's
falsetto.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's your high note.
Okay, right. Well, I done looked it up and said the male vocal voice or something. I was like,
so there's how many are there? There's tenor, there's the falsetto, there's your
falsetto's like I don't know. I'm thinking of the dream. My falsetto's
right,
like
exactly.
That's
the
the high note.
That's exactly who I think of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just I don't know. That's a high note.
Yeah. But you got something for us? 16, 8. You know what I mean? A little hook. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of something. Let's see. So I usually do this when I got a little liquor in me.
Right. Hey, we got the hand though. I mean, you know.
Wait, you got the blue pack?
No, see, you can have one if you want. I only got 2 left.
Oh shit, I'll take one.
Go ahead. They're shorts too, so I didn't even.
No, I mean, I like these.
Go ahead. No, these are good.
I'll give you a couple of these anyway, though, just, you know.
Thank you. Let's see. Let's see, man. I can't think of nothing.
Although it's something you just wrote.
But you don't got nothing give us a sneak peek of something.
Well,
off the new album.
Of the new album?
Yeah. Or you can even get us a verse off of the current. Give us your favorite verse on Virtuoso. That'll be beautiful.
All right, let's see.
Your favorite verse.
Okay. Baby, like honestly, the things you do to me, so amazing, a beautiful lady. My vision gets hazy, sometimes I feel shaky. You come to the rescue and bring me to safety. I can't stand to be away. The love that we make, your heart I will share. What more does it take? Let's chill by the lake and ride this way. Ooh, you're turning me on. You're turning me on, girl. Turning me on. Ooh, turning me on, girl. Turning me on, you're turning me on, girl. Turning me on, ooh, you're turning me on, ooh, ooh, you're turning me on. La da 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 da. Turning me on, yeah. Turning me on, yeah. La da 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 da, yeah.
Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean? So that was With Me.
No.
Which one was that?
That's Turning Me On.
That's track 4.
Yes.
It's track 4. Yeah.
And then after I'm saying la da da, like I put all the songs in a sequence. Like it's kind of like telling a story. So I did the la da da, that end part. And then it goes actually to La Da.
Okay. Yeah. See, there's a science behind it. Listen, that's what goes into like when you see when you talk about how hard an artist works.
That's what my dad taught me. Like my dad was like, you got to put songs in a certain way. Like, you can't put all the dope songs in the beginning and then put all the other songs that might not get a lot of love, you know?
Right.
You got to mix it in so people can feel it. Once the track changes, oh, okay. Oh, and then the track changes, oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, my goodness, what's going on? Like, you know, so.
Ain't no fillers on this album. I don't feel like there's no filler songs on this album. I think artists are quick to throw fillers on this album. I think every album that Nas dropped, and I love Nas, I think he's like the best lyricist in hip hop, but he has fillers on every album. Excuse me. I think he does. He just does. You know, he just does. And there was this meme that, you know, he was like the weakest beat picker ever. It was funny. But
I didn't really get too much into Nas, but he does rap good. Like, but I'm not an East Coast fan.
Right. Oh no. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the East Coast shit, man.
Like, but they started everything. So like I like A Tribe Called Quest. I like of course Notorious and all that, and then Wu-Tang. Yeah. But it was something about West Coast. It was just like I've kind of lived it. It wasn't as tough as it is out there in Cali, but out here I lived it. I did a lot. Yeah. That's why I did that gangster song, and I was just like, you know, I don't want to do this no more. I want to do my music. Right. Like, hanging out on the street is not getting me no money, man. Right. Whether you're, you know, dealing or not, you don't get a lot of money. Yeah. Right. And then just, you know, the risk don't match. Risk, and I want to be positive. Like, you know, I don't have any kids, but my niece and nephew, my niece, she looks up to me a lot. She looks like me. She looks like I could have had her. Yeah. So I'm looking at her, and it's like, I don't want her to be that tomboy I was, because she's a little bit of a tomboy. I don't want her to do the stuff that I did.
You know, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with a girl that like to play some basketball. You know what I mean? You know, I think it's kind of cool.
I'm talking about my street, the street Ajane. Okay, like, she loves soccer. So, you know, I go ahead and do it. You want to sing? I'll bring it to the studio when you're old enough, you know, because she's not old enough to be around all the people that I'm around and all the stuff that's around it, that comes with it, you know. Yeah.
So I usually ask artists that in my interviews, you know, what message are you trying to send through your music? You know what I mean? Or the artists that, you know, aspiring artists that are listening that, you know, may look up to you.
Honestly, just to keep going, and on top of that, just I want people to feel how I feel on a daily. So I have a lot of songs that are sexual, you know. Right. Where we all are sexual addicts, you know. Yeah. And then there's people like to kick it. I like to kick it. And I was like, the twist in Virtuoso is like, it's like lounge music. It's like the stuff that everybody can listen to.
Right. I agree.
You know, the stuff like that. People that are singers, I've had a lot of people message me before and was like, hey, like, I want to sing with you, like, I want to learn how to sing or something. Yeah. Teach them to do that, you know. Right. I'm down to always teach somebody.
Right, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I you know, was sure it would have been fooled by listening to it that, you know, it definitely gives off like a West Coast vibe. But it definitely sounds like some East Coast in there. You know what I mean?
It's always East Coast somewhere. That's where rap and stuff originated, so there's definitely something in there. Like, you know, people always clown on me, and
it always trace back. You got something there to trace back.
People clown on me and be like, "Oh, you're the Queen Latifah around here." I'm like,
yeah. Would you do a song with No Name?
Would I do a song with No Name?
The artist No Name?
Never heard of that person.
Yeah, see, I don't even want to talk about it. We're not even talking about that.
Okay, I got an artist.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll look her up.
Yeah, No Name. I mean, you know, when I heard of No Name, it just turned me off all the way, because I'm like,
you heard of her?
All this talent out here, and now we talking about an artist named No Name.
Well, she's really poetic. She's really it's a good artist to look into.
It sounds unique. Yeah. An artist called No Name. It's like, who's No Name?
She's a female artist. She does a lot of songs with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
And she's on that wave where she's really influential on politics and just the poetry side of hip hop and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, I'm always down to look up. I like local artists. You know. Right. Yeah. I don't any famous artists that I've listened to are just old, like the old stuff. Like I don't really. And then what's her name? Sid from the internet.
Sid is awesome.
That is
you strike a little Sid and
I want to do a song with her so bad. I tag her in everything. Like I'm just waiting. Like I want to take a trip down there to meet her and like, hey, let's do something. Like
where about is she from?
What?
Where's she from? Sid.
She's from Los Angeles.
Oh, the internet, huh?
She was with Odd Future before she started her group.
Correct. So, right.
Yeah, she doesn't look the way she sounds, and that's what really got me. I was like, whoa, you sing like that? Like, she kind of reminds me of Aaliyah a little bit.
Right, she's good.
Yeah. So, God willing, that happens one day.
Yeah. So you got the A's, the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, Reverend Ajane.
I got all the teams, and I like. No doubt. I got hundreds of hats at home.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I was missing. We gotta talk about fashion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit us with the tips, cause you know what I mean. You show a motherfucker how to be fly. You know what I mean?
So when it comes to fashion, it's to literally keep it old school. I'm not too much into the skinny jeans. I did that when the jerkin stuff came out.
Yeah.
But then I went right back to my Dickies. I went right back to my Levi's. Jordans, of course, and my Nikes.
Yeah.
Jerseys. I'm always wearing a jersey. And
what jerseys you got?
Man, I don't have any basketball jerseys anymore, but I have a lot of baseball jerseys.
Yeah, like the one you got. This one. Which one is this one? She got the full Atlanta. Hey man, she do it right. I'm telling you, man.
Been out there?
No,
Atlanta?
Never. I want to go.
Have you traveled anywhere outside of
Texas?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta hit LA. You gotta hit LA. See, that's where you'll come across someone and be like,
That's the plan. Yeah. I wanna make some business cards and have the barcodes ready, so people can just scan it. Here, take this and pass it along.
Right.
Or I was thinking too. I don't know if it's ever been done, but I want to make a T-shirt, because I don't buy like graphic T-shirts. I get like a T-shirt from the corner store. Those are the best T-shirts.
Right.
So I want to print the barcodes on the T-shirts and have the album, like it would be the album, and then it would have the barcode on top of it. Each album that I've made. Here, you want to listen to this? Scan my shirt. So that's an idea.
Right. Oh yeah, that is interesting. Mm-hmm. Bam.
I don't know if that's possible though. I've never heard of it, so I want to look it up.
No, that is possible. I mean, just have a big ass QR code right here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, say
that's
less.
Pioneer. That's some innovation right there.
That's what we've been talking about.
Show me how much you support. Bam. You know what I mean? Just like that.
Oh, I forgot too. So my bro O'Shea, he goes by O'Sheezy, his rap name. So we have another project that's gonna drop. I'm gonna let my album get a little bit more clout, let people feel it. Then we're gonna drop our album.
He don't got a feature on Virtuoso?
Oh yeah, he's got two of them.
What song?
He's on regular and then he's on dance.
Okay. Okay, for sure.
And he's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I actually checked out his Instagram. Big shout out. You know.
And he's working on his solo project as well. He's always been doing music, but I finally got him to come to the studio and was like, "You're making a song. Like,
no doubt.
Stop playing around. Like, you can do it."
Yeah. And
we're trying to get our clothing thing together. We're trying to get a lot of stuff together.
Yeah. So you was just gonna kind of give kind of slide him in on as a feature on some of your stuff.
Yeah.
So by the time he comes with his, people kind of already that's what I'm saying. They operate like a machine.
That's how it's supposed to be. They're like, "Who's O'Sheezy?" And then next thing you know, the album drops and it's like, oh man.
But see, that's what really stands out to me about Zooited Gang is that it's like, hold on, man. Every time I look up, there's a project I missed. You feel me? And I'm like, hold on. There's a project I missed, and they're about to drop another one. I'm like, hold on. All right, hold on.
The parties are lit.
Oh my
I've been to a few of their parties.
Oh yeah. I've seen them perform downtown, and it's lit.
There's
I miss the show so much, man.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Performances. You know what I'm saying? What places have you performed at in Seattle?
Almost everywhere except Nectar.
Okay, almost everywhere.
I wanna do Nectar, but I never, how all this pandemic stuff is going on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Our number one main spot was Central Ave Pub in
Kent.
Yeah,
that's where I seen Zooited Gang.
Yeah, that man, everybody, oh my goodness.
Wasn't there a spot in Spanaway too? That niggas would hit up.
Shoot, I don't remember. I don't really go to Tacoma too much unless
This is a real reason.
Yeah, it's so far. Like I wouldn't even live out there, and it's cheap. But I just can't. I need to stay. Renton is cool. I'm in between. I can go to Tacoma or I can go to Seattle.
Yeah.
So
what's your stomping ground? So you got West Seattle, Renton. What other places? You be Tequila? Where you be?
Kent was a number one too. But then everybody grew up because I went to KM around there.
Okay.
And Yeah, I grew up around there. We used to play basketball at KPA, at alternative school, and Burien is a #1 too, but I wouldn't even consider Burien as its own city. That's West Seattle to me. I don't care what
Burien, right.
Yeah, that's over there. Yeah.
People try to divide it, but I'm like, man, that's West Seattle.
Yeah, knock it off, huh?
We used to shop at the Fred Meyer and go back to West Seattle, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but man, West Seattle Mac. I mean, I really think. I mean, that track really stands out to me, man.
I didn't get a lot of love on that. I'm not
really.
Gonna lie. No, I didn't. And
that's because people don't know it's good.
People don't know about the old school stuff
in Seattle, right? Because LA niggas that eat that track.
Listen, I was in LA bumping that.
I just tagged. You know, I was tagging random people on my Instagram stories of each track, just how I did on Facebook.
Right.
I tagged Sibo. You know Sibo.
Sibo, yeah.
Yeah. He liked it.
Oh, Sibo, the
LA.
Ride around town with the girl I love, that dude.
Yeah.
That fuck you, that nigga.
No, this is a old.
That's CeeLo. That's CeeLo.
No, CeeLo.
Yeah, not CeeLo.
That's CeeLo Green.
Is he NoCal or SoCal? Because I can't.
Sibo?
Yeah.
He used to rap with the.
I don't know if
like
he's
Marvelous
the Bay,
and stuff.
He's probably a Bay rapper.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah. But I've heard of him. I know about Sibo.
Goodness, I'm trying to think.
So who does Ajane listen to these days when she's not listening to Ajane?
Honestly, the internet.
Just whatever?
Just the internet. No,
the group.
The group.
Oh.
There's something about the way they do their music. It's like, damn, man, this is crazy. Like I want a band like that now. I want somebody on the drums playing the guitar. You know, Steve Lacy. He's amazing.
Steve Lacy, I went to one of his concerts. I took my lady to one of his concerts. He's like soul to me. He's trying to include funk and
have you seen his videos?
And he actually plays the guitar. So unlike people like Childish Gambino and the rest of these artists, he's actually trying to play the shit too. So that's what made me more enthused about checking some of his stuff out.
Yeah, I
if Childish Gambino picked up a guitar, he'll be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, because he's already got the influence of what he's doing. But he probably knows how to. I think he knows how to play guitar, but he just needs to embrace that more.
I have a guitar. I just my string broke. My mom was strumming it too hard, so I haven't had a chance to.
But you know how to play it.
Yeah, I can play. I can play "All Falls Down" by Kanye West.
Nice.
I like playing that
with the guitar. That's nice. You can play that. Hey. I can't.
I love the piano. That's my favorite.
Yeah, the guitar and the piano. Those are the 1-2 that if you can master those, or if you can, get to a point where you can play it well, you can really produce some good music, man. And I'm a big fan of the grand piano. All that East Coast soulful music that you just don't hear no more, man. I guess that's why I like this project
Sacramento,
so much.
Sibo, Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento. Yeah, because he raps with Marvelous. Or was that song?
Messy Marv.
Yeah. He made Sibo made that song "Birds in the Kitchen."
He's dope. Yeah, I know about Sibo. Like that's why I was like, I gotta make sure I know where he's from though. Just to give him, his recognition.
Right.
Yeah.
Heavy. All right, Ajane, I'm not going to keep you here too much longer. It's been great, you know what I mean? You want to hit us with some shout-outs before we cut out?
Shout out to Zooited Gang. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me, do this interview with you. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to God and Jesus, of course, because I can't do nothing without them. Just to everybody that's working on something, just keep going. It doesn't matter what it is. Just keep going. Stay positive.
No doubt. All right, Ajane, it's been great. Thank you for coming through for this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. And until next time, we out.